Hey, what's going? What's going? Thank you for tuning in. Turo 365. We got another question we need to address. What's the insurance policies? What's the insurance cover? How do Turo handle insurance? What's the insurance qualifications? Do you need insurance? Let's get into it. When it comes to Turo, insurance is not a word I would use. They don't even use it. They call it a protection plan. Protection plan. That's what Turo calls it, a protection plan. They do require that your vehicle has your state. So whatever state your car is registered in, they do require that you have the liability minimum that your state requires. So liability insurance don't have to be full coverage, but they do require you to have liability insurance on the vehicle to list it, as far as I know and I read. If I'm wrong on that, definitely forgive me on that. Now, when you go to book a Turo or a vehicle off Turo, it's going to have you purchase a protection plan, different levels of protection plan. They're going to have the guest protection, purchase a protection plan. As a host, you have a protection plan also on every trip, and that determines how you share your earnings with Turo. Don't quote me on the numbers, but I'm pretty sure it's like 75-25, to where you get 25%, where they get 25% of all your trip earnings and all that kind of stuff. Then they got a couple more plans between that. I am on the 90-10, meaning they take 10% of every trip every trip I book, all my earnings, 10% of the delivery fee, 10% of the extras, pretty much 10% of everything. And my deductible is $2,500. So if anything go wrong, I gotta pay $2,500 deductible, because they only get 10% of everything. If you go with the 75-25 plan, to where they get 25% of all your trip earnings, which to me is a big chunk, 25% of all the earnings, whether something go wrong or not, they just get 25%. I'm pretty sure your deductible like $250 and everything will be covered type, But it's like most of the time, stuff don't go wrong and you just eating 25% of my money. Cause then you charging trip fees, and they got a protection plan. I pay for a protection plan. It's kind of, like they're kind of double dipping, and you technically, you paying for the protection out of your deductible and a percentage of your earnings. It's just like they really dipping their hand all in the pot all kind of ways. And that's one thing I'm gonna be bluntly honest. I don't like the way the insurance, where the protection plans are set up, because it kind of puts you in a corner if somebody damages your car and they don't want to pay, because they always want you to resolve it with the customer. Let me say that. Anything happen on Turo, they want y'all to figure it out between y'all, and Turo want to stay out of it. But Turo want to eat all the money and charge for all the fees and all these protection plans. But Turo really don't have nothing to do with it. Nah, man, hey, that's between y'all. If you want us to get involved, you're gonna have to drop your $2,500 deductible, or your $250 deductible, or your $500 deductible. Then we'll go out them and try to make shit right. But it's kind of strong on you in a corner. You know what I'm saying? And I really don't like that. It really leaves a lot of gray area. And I've learned the hard way. And I learned to take better pictures, better documentation. And to be honest, I feel like even then, most of the time, you really just out to dry, man. You really just playing a numbers game. So, let me break down everything I said. I would not use the word insurance when it comes to Turo. They call it a protection plan. They don't even use the term insurance. And I'm going to be real blunt on this, my opinion, you ain't got much protection on much at all. I'm still trying to figure out what they protecting you from or about, if they technically still want you and the guest to figure it out. So you done took both of our monies on both sides, but we still need to figure it out on our own. So technically the guest paid for a protection plan, but if they pay me out of their pocket and we selling it on our own, why did they pay for the protection plan? And if you're taking a percentage out of my earnings to protect me, why do I need to draw a deductible for the protection plan? And what are you protecting me from? Giving you some more money? And I'm speaking from experience and trying to read the fine print and trying to understand. Once again, I'm just over a year in this game, but I done been through enough claims and enough things to go to understand, like, the game ain't really set up for you to be protected or to win. Most importantly, to be protected. As a host, you really out here, but as a guest, you really just out here. You really peer-to-peer. You really peer-to-peer. Like, real talk, it's between you and them. And you know people don't like to take accountability. You know they're not going to treat your car like it's theirs. So once again, you know, I would not use the word insurance and Turo in the same sentence. And based off that, I'd be like, nah, sometimes Turo not worth it. But it's just like you open up a convenience store or a boutique and your building burned down, or somebody come in there and rob you, or vandalism, or a storm come through. Now you don't have a store yet, you liable for the rent and all your inventory and all. So every business, no matter what, you know, you can get sued, you can get shut down, you can, you know, have some type of litigation. You can really just kind of roll with the punches, and no matter what business in, it's going to be some type of risk. And that's why all businesses should carry liability, or required to, or should carry liability insurance for different things on different levels. But in this instance, when you're talking about Turo, I would not use the word insurance. I use the word they use protection plan, and I'll tell you right now, it ain't protecting you for nothing. Not a nothing. I'm going to do a little bit more research, and I'm going to go deeper into this maybe in a later video, but I just wanted to get that answer out there, man. You really on your own. There's no such thing as Turo insurance. They be like, well, you covered through some type of travel. Man, look here. Maybe if I haven't had a car totaled or in a major accident, and please, no. No. Please don't have a major accident. But if you do have a major accident, I want you to run that some gun through the wall and get out and look at it. And if it still look like a car, look like an automobile, I want you to take the wall and run it back into that much gun. I want you to take the wall and run it back into the vehicle, okay? Told off after this. Just take the vehicle, Lord. If you're gonna wreck it that bad, just take the vehicle and leave the people okay. I don't want the people hurt. But if you're gonna wreck my car, total that. I mean, boom. And if it still look like a car, if you get out and that thing still look like an automobile, I want you to grab that wall or just push the wall. Just set it on fire. This don't have no wreck in the car, first off. Just don't have no wreck in the car. But if you do, I want you to burn that some gun. Run it into the wall. You take the wall and run it to it. Find a lake, a pond, a cave, a cliff, and just ghost ride that thing right out the cliff. Just if you know what ghost riding is, that's old school with the bike. Just ghost ride that thing off the cliff, and we're gonna let the insurance company take care of that one. We just gonna Let the Lord and the insurance company take care of that. The protection plan. We're gonna see how much protection is in the plan. I'm gonna give you $2,500 and see how much protection I already got. But don't use the word insurance and Turo in the same sentence. They have protection plans on both sides of the fence. I don't think they cover or protect anybody on neither side of the fence. That's just my personal opinion. I'm just a Turo host, all-star power host. I've been doing this over a year. I don't still know everything. But based off what I've been through on claims and damage and all that, it's between you and them and it ain't always pretty. It's hard. Matter of fact, today a hard day to cover. I got some damage still happening to my cars. I really don't want to take responsibility. They already fighting it. I might be out $1,000 just because they don't want to be accountable for something they did. And that's the protection plan for you. If they, what is protection? Turo 365, ITV 10, individual TV on 10.